What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I want to give you another example of the Chase 524 rule having some rolling exceptions. If you're a fan of the channel, you know just over 30 days ago I was approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred at 624, and just a couple days ago I was approved for another Chase credit card at 724. I will reveal the card in just a few moments. We'll review the card and I'll tell you why I got it. So just a note here. I'm not saying the 524 rule does not exist. I'm saying the 524 rules seemed to be relaxed for cards with limited time or elevated sign-up bonuses. Since October, I've gotten Chase credit cards that have had elevated sign-up bonuses, and I've gotten them every 32 or 33 days or so. Now, I want to add that during this App Fest, I was declined for the Chase Freedom Flex card for being over 524. But I have been approved for the following cards in the following order: Chase Ink Preferred, Chase Ink Cash, Chase Ink Unlimited, a second Chase Ink Cash, a Chase Hyatt Business Card, and then recently the Chase Sapphire Preferred. But while in my hotel room in Honolulu, Hawaii, checking out the latest credit card offers, I decided to once again press my luck and apply for another Chase credit card. I noticed the Chase IHG Rewards Premier Business Card had an elevated offer, and I thought, hey, I'm a big fan of hotel cards. So I applied for the card and I was immediately hit with the in review screen, where they tell me they will give me their decision within 7 to 10 business days. Now, after a quick Google search, I learned that that generally means a denial. No big deal, right? If you're a fan of the channel, you know I'm a Hilton loyalist and I use Hyatt as a backup. So I figured I'll take the L and move on. I don't actually need any new cards right now anyway, and I have plenty of retention offer spend I need to perform anyways. After a few minutes, I do receive an email that my new Chase card is approved and will arrive in 5 to 7 business days. Very nice. This is a card and a program that kind of slips under the radar, and honestly, I've never reviewed IHG or their program, even though I've had a few requests to do so. So let's go over this card because I think it's a sleeper, and then I'll talk about why I got it and who else should consider the card. Now, if you are interested in learning more about this card or basically any other credit card, consider using my new super cool card link in the description below. Using my link definitely benefits my channel, and it allows me to deliver mostly unsponsored content. For those of you that have used the link in the past, I appreciate it. With all that out of the way, let's get started reviewing the Chase IHG Rewards Premier Business MasterCard. Now, we talked about this card having an elevated offer, and that offer is 165,000 IHG points for spending just $3,000 on the card in 3 months. Now, it's important to mention that this card earns IHG points and not Chase UR points. These points are really only good for purchasing rooms with IHG. If you are unfamiliar with IHG, think of Holiday Inns and Holiday Inn Express properties. But don't forget that IHG has some higher end properties such as the Kimpton, the Intercontinental, and the Regent. IHG has a massive footprint of over 6,000 properties worldwide, and they have a large presence overseas. The points guy values the IHG point at around 0.5 cents per point or 0.6 cents per point. But you guys should know that with every program, you can find much better deals. During my initial searches, I found several reservations that were getting better than that. So you can value this bonus at a very conservative $825. I've heard a lot of folks state that hotel cards don't earn well with your everyday spend, and obviously your situation is going to be unique, but this one seems to check some boxes for me, depending on the situation. This is obviously great to use at IHG properties, earning 26 points per dollar spent, and that breaks down like this: 10 points for using the card, 10 points for just being an IHG member, and an additional 6 points for the status the card provides. We'll get more into that later. Now, for most of us, outside the business spend, That's about all we will use the card for. But the card earns a respectable 5x on travel, dining, and gas stations, as well as 5x on your business spend of advertising and office supply stores. I also think it's worth mentioning that the card earns 3 times on that everything else category, which in my opinion gives you plenty of opportunity to save up for that dream vacation to Bora Bora or the Maldives. So far, so good. But this card has a $99 annual fee, so we need to make sense of that beyond the first year. That's where these other benefits come in that I think really make this card a keeper. After the first year, the card member earns a free certificate night worth up to 40,000 points. Now, if you're curious what that gets you, I'm not going to do a ton of searches, but the very first one I did was for Miami, and on Collins Avenue, oceanfront, the Holiday Inn is 32,000 points in August. So I say go ahead and say that 40,000 point IHG property is going to be more than worth the $99 annual fee. Does that sound fair? Now, here is a benefit that while isn't exactly tied to the card, but more to IHG's program. When booking with points, the 4th night is free. Why is that so significant for me? Well, I normally do very short trips. So short, I have difficulty sometimes taking advantage of the Hilton's 5th night being free. I should have no problem with reserving a 4-night stay instead of a 3-night stay to really ramp up that value. The card also grants the cardholder platinum status, which is the 2nd highest tier status with IHG. I won't get much into the status because I want to do another video this week covering IHG's program. But real quickly, with platinum status, you earn 60% more rewards on paid stays. Remember, we talked about that earlier, how that makes your earnings 26 times total on paid stays. The other perks include possible upgrades. If you're watching this video and you do use IHG, please give us your experience on the upgrades. Platinum members who also can get an early check-in and late 2 p.m. checkout when available. And I am a huge fan of that. The card is a true travel card, and being a MasterCard with no foreign transaction fees, you should have no problem using this card overseas or in another country. It also comes with some purchase protections and some travel protections like trip cancellation, interruption insurance. To top it all off, the card does come with a $100 credit towards TSA PreCheck, Global Entry, or Nexus. And if you don't have those things, they make traveling so much easier, in my opinion. It could also be a great gift for someone if you already have all those things squared away. So all in all, I think this is a great card for a lot of people. But why did I get it? Well, like I said earlier, I am a Hilton loyalist, and I've had some good experiences with Hilton, but I want to have more opportunities to stay with some other programs. And recently, I've scheduled some Hyatt properties, and although they have a great program, they are not likely the program for me. I wanted to give IHG a try, and a large part of that is that 6,000 plus property footprint. The welcome offer is very attractive to me, especially when you add in the earning rates with the card. With this card, I can easily generate options for my next trip. I feel like the free night makes this card a complete no-brainer for anyone, especially when I see so many IHG properties so close to attractions. Just one example is there is a Holiday Inn Express resort right across the street from Disneyland in California. Tonight, a room there is just 41,000 points. Do I think IHG could ever be my primary hotel program? No. But this is a business card, so it won't reflect on my personal credit, it won't count against my 524, and it gives me more options. I'm a big fan of transferable currencies, and I'm a big fan of hotel cards. This one makes sense to me, so I'm giving it a shot. So if you are an IHG user, please comment your experiences below, and again, if you're interested in learning more about an IHG credit card or any other credit card, check out my card link below. If you use my link, the channel will benefit and it will likely make me smile. Also, if you're interested in a retail shopping portal, my favorite is Rakuten. Rakuten is a hassle-free online shopping portal that has great earning rates, and right now, if you use my link in the description, you can get an extra $30 cash back on your very first purchase of $30 or more. Do it, it's free money. That's it for me, guys. Stay tuned for a video about the IHG Rewards program, and hopefully soon I can relay some IHG experiences. As always, guys, if you stayed around all the way to the end, I appreciate you, and I thank every single one of you.